Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ramsgate Rail Pool League Invitational and Only Frames production. This game is our pre-season favourite, Joe, against fan favourite and all-round good guy, Steve. Joe's broken off and he's decided to take yellows. It's a lovely break there from Joe. He's got 3 yellows down, including the one he just potted down by the bottom pocket there. And for a player of Joe's ability, there's a half chance these could go. Certainly not easy. He's going to need 1 or 2 really good shots, but this guy is capable of them. So let's see what he can do. And I have just talked him into an absolute clanger of a shot. Everything that could go wrong went wrong with that. He's potted the white, he's potted a red for Steve, and he's given him a shot and a visit. And Steve's confidence will be riding high. Normally, in a game against Joe, you would notice that there was a look of fear on Steve's face, maybe even abject terror, like a group of school kids waiting in line for a handsy Santa. But not today. He is brimming with confidence. And he's down on these, feeling good. I think he was trying to play a cannon on the red nearest the yellow and black there and has just missed it. He's been a bit unlucky with that plant. It was a good effort, a lot of distance between the balls. Joe's back. Let's see if he can make a better fist of it this time. The yellows are actually looking better than they were previously. Only problem ball I can see is the one that was by the red, and he's just missed another absolute sitter. Joe feeling uncharacteristically charitable at the moment, giving Steve opportunities. Steve's unable to make the most of it. It was a difficult pot he'd been left, to be fair. Joe's back at the table. He's going straight after his difficult ball. I think he's looking at a cross double back to the other middle. That's more like it. That's a really good shot. Nice position. He's controlled that well. Maybe he had a bit of jitters playing against a man of Steve's calibre who had just run defending champion Chris as close as anybody has. And Chris managed to eke out a 5-3 win, which probably wasn't deserved if I'm being honest. But Joe now is making light work of these. All he's got to do is drop the yellow in, take the white through a little bit, and then the black is dead straight in the middle pocket. 1-0, and after a shaky start, it seems that Joe has found his footing in the game. We join Steve at the table, frame 2, playing reds. This table is wide open. Steve's going to need 1 good shot with that yellow there, and he's played to get on it straight away, knowing that that red's over, or certainly near the hole if it's not over it, up the top end of the table. He's missed that and he'll be disappointed. Joe springs to life, and you would have to fancy him to take these out. This is an easier chance as he could hope for. Roll this down the cushion. He's managed to miss it. Oh, but he's done a Louis and he's fluked the other one that was over the pocket with the red. Absolutely unbelievable. So much luck on his side there. I tell you what, he's missed that yellow by an absolute mile. I'd have backed Tom to have been closer to that than he was. And Steve is in. All he's got to do is just drop these 2 reds in and find position on the black, and that will be the difficult part because that yellow hung over the hole earlier from Joe. The natural easy shot isn't there, so Steve's going to have to put some action on this cue ball, unless he's left himself the skill shot purposefully. I'm not sure what the plan was there. There's a tricky up and down double. By the way he's lining this up, I think he might be going for the skill shot. Oh no, he's played the cross double and he has nailed it. What a shot that was. 1-1, and Steve is letting Joe know that he is in this game. Joe is doing his best Louis impression. He's putting white balls all over the place, putting flukes in. I know he's been helping Louis out, but maybe Joe's decided to take some of Louis's game as well. It would be a bad decision for him, but it's certainly looking like that's what's happened. Steve's missed the red there. I think he thought it passed and maybe it didn't. Joe's back up. These yellows are kind of there. He's only got the 1 tricky one on the cushion and it's near the black, so he could play onto that last. and just hold the white where the yellow is when he drops it in. So although it's not ideal being so close to that cushion, it's not the end of the world because of the vicinity it's in to the black. Has that gone far enough? Or has it gone maybe too far? No, he's down on it. He thinks he can see it. Just drop this in. Yep, very nice. Takes the black here. This is as simple as pie. 2-1 you would say to Joe from here. Good job. Steve at the table. We're deep into the frame here. And Joe's down onto the black. This isn't an easy clearance for Steve from here. It's going to take some work for him. But he is feeling confident. He's got a lovely swagger around the table. He's missed it. This black is not easy for Joe though. White ball's near the cushion, but he doesn't need to do anything with that, so he can just play it dead weight to the top. Oh, and he has rattled it, and that black has finished in the worst possible position for Joe. Black sat in the middle of the top cushion, and that gives Steve a little bit of leeway actually. He could play a shot, not really worried about potting his object ball, knowing that he's not going to leave Joe anything easy. Oh, and that's what's happened there. He's missed the yellow down to the bottom. Joe's only really got one pocket to play this in. It's that bottom right pocket just over his shoulder where he's queuing. Having a little chat with Steve, just so he's telling him which pocket he wants it in most likely, so I don't call it a fluke. Well, listen, Joe, you can nominate your pocket. It won't stop me calling it a fluke, mate. Just ask Louis. He's missed it. It wasn't especially close. Is Steve going to risk this yellow up the cushion with some screw? Deep screw back to get down to these two yellows. Looks like he is. He's queuing down on it. Is he going to risk it, or is he just going to roll it up and drop it in? Oh, he's rolled it up. It's hung over the pocket. Again, there's distance between the black and the pocket. This is a test of Joe's queuing, and today, more than ever before, it's looked ropey. And again, he's missed that by an absolute country mile. I wonder if Joe's been on the old vino. I know I can see a can of Coke in his hand, but I wouldn't be surprised if the night before he'd had a couple of bottles and is feeling a bit worse for wear. I can't understand how he's playing so bad for his standard. I'm sure if we got a close-up of his hands, they'd be shaking like a defecating dog. Steve apologises. Don't say sorry, Steve. Just strut round the table and pretend you meant it. That's what Louis would have done. He's got a tricky black to the top to make it 2-all. And if he manages to drop this in, I think he might be favourite. He's playing better than Joe at the moment. That's 2-all. And Steve is well and truly in this game. Joe's at the table now playing yellows. Ordinarily, I'd say these are there for a player of Joe's ability, but today he's not been at the races. That's better though. That's a good shot. That's what he's capable of. You'd fancy him to clear these normally. You'd bet your house on it. But they've just not been going his way. But he seems to have recovered. Maybe he needed the sugar boost from his Coke to take away the pain of the red wine from the night before. That's a lovely shot. It's great positioning. He's got it exactly where he wants it. The white ball's under control. From here, you're going to say it's got to be 3-2 to Joe, and Steve hasn't got back to the table since we joined the frame quite late on. That's a good shot. Probably the white is closer to the cushion than he wanted it. Probably didn't want it dead on the rail, but he's only just got to drop this in, so it's not too much of a problem. He's missed it near jaw, and Steve should run to the table. These are there for him. He's just got to get the order right and keep the cue ball under control. That's a lovely first shot. Perfect position. He's going to want to stun this white out a bit. I think he's finished the wrong side of that red. He would have wanted it to be low and to the left of it, so the white naturally ran to the top of the table. But as we saw in the previous frame, Steve doesn't mind a double. Well, he's missed that. It wasn't especially close. It hit the other side of the black, but but he's not left it easy, and his red's in a lovely position. And he's gone from nowhere in this frame to possibly favourite, I would say, because this isn't an easy shot. Joe's gone for the double. Where's that white? It's gone down. He's dropped another loo ball. All Steve's got to do is run this through with a bit of top. He's missed the pot. How's your luck, Steve? You need a little bit of luck. And he's not really had it. This red stuck right in the middle of the cushion. He attacked the first shot, but he didn't play with the top that he needed either. So the white kind of died. But that is a great shot. He's blocked the pocket, leaving Joe what is a really tricky skill shot. He's not taking it on. I think he's fouled that. Yeah, he definitely has. Steve, you've got a shot on the visit. Play the black onto the red. Oh, I think he's gone about this the wrong way. I think he's just got down on the table and played it. I would have played black onto red and left the black over the hole. But if he cuts this in, it doesn't really matter anyway. That is a man playing with confidence. He's taken that chance absolutely ruthlessly at the end there. And Joe needs to come up with something. Like David Copperfield, he needs some tricks up his sleeves because he is in a dogfight. He's playing yellows. He's cleared that pocket out. He's got the tricky one over on the right-hand side just near him now, though he may fancy that for a double a little bit later. Just for the moment, he's content to pick the balls that he can. Oh, I'm not sure he'd have wanted that one in the middle. That has absolutely left him in trouble. So he's taking on this tricky cross double back to the middle where he is. He's judged that really well. White has not run for him though. The nearest yellow is blocking the second to the middle. I'll be honest, I don't know what the shot is here. I'd be looking for some sort of containing safety because I'm super boring. But Joe will probably find something. Oh, he's gone for the plant. Not a million miles away. He has got his yellows out. Steve's gone for that, as he should, because he has been potting most things he's gone after. And this level of confidence, I really like to see in Steve. He's given Chris a tough game previously, and it looks like he's running Joe as close as he can as well. 3-2 up. If he gets this frame, he's on the hill, and this would be a big upset. But that's a good shot by Joe. He's going to need another good shot here, though, to get the white down for the black. But this guy's got bags of Q power. Oh, he potted the white again. Joe might be going for the new ball record here. I don't know how many that is, but probably more than he's potted in his other games combined. Steve has rolled that red down the cushion. That was a clever shot. All he needs to do now is take these simple balls out, and he's going to be on the hill at 4-2. Huge favourite for a massive upset victory. And I'd love to have known what the odds were on this before the game started. And Joe has played like some sort of Tom, Lou, Brad hybrid. All the worst qualities of those three guys tied in with a few really good shots he's pulled out. That red there by Steve with the pressure on was an absolute cracker. That's 4-2. He's been absolutely merciless here as Steve, giving Joe no breathing room at all. And Joe knows that Steve's on the hill. Can he spring to life and make a game of this? This double isn't easy. And he's caught the jaw. He's not happy with himself. You can see Joe not pleased. The big man Craig has just come into frame. Look at the guns on that guy. What a specimen he is. Been completely distracted by seeing what a real man looks like. Steve trying to take these yellows out, win the game in style. They're kind of there for him, to be honest. This tricky yellow to the middle. He's got two balls on cushions, but they're relatively near the hole. He's done what Joe did with his double, but that's not a bad Second prize. I think he's covered it. No, maybe Joe can see the edge nearest the black. And maybe that edge is all he can see, and that is what would pot it, actually. Because he's looking, he can just about see the outside edge. I wouldn't be surprised if this is near the hole, if not in it. Oh, that's a good shot. Steve does have a chance to take these out, though. It's going to be one really good shot on that yellow near the red there. Unless he can find a way to disturb them. Or if he can lay a snooker. He doesn't have to pot them all now. He could tuck Joe up, take the shot on the visit. Oh, he wasn't especially close with that one there. That was maybe a little rush of blood to the head. And from here, you'd think this is academic. Just drop it in, stun the white, black into the middle where he's queuing from now. Yeah, well done. This is going to be 4-3 to Steve. And while Joe makes the clearance, he needs to keep his chances of snatching a draw alive. I'll point you in the direction of our TikTok channel at onlyframes_. We do challenges of shot recreations. We've got turbo highlights, if you can believe it. Anything with Tom and the word turbo involved makes me think it must be ironic, but apparently it isn't. Turbo highlights of Tom and Noel's game. And, of course, the bowling between Lou and Brad as well. Get yourselves over there, have a look. Give us a like, a follow. Any comments, all greatly appreciated. Also, if you're wanting a chance to interact with the biggest fan favourite, the man himself, the dog, Louis, get yourselves onto the Instagram at onlyframes8ball. He is the admin for the site. He's revived it because the haddock that had it before me let it die a horrible, painful death. He's decided he's going to do his best impression of Jesus and bring it back to life. So if you've got questions for Louis, if you just want to speak to him and let him know what you think of him, I'm sure he would love the undeserved adulation you guys would send his way. Get over there. Give us a like, give us a follow. It's all appreciated. The more stuff we get, the more stuff we'll do. Joe coming back, needing desperately to clear this table and snatch a draw. But these yellows aren't easy at all. He's got that one on a cushion. He's tried to nudge it there. He's been a bit unlucky. It's going to take a good shot to get onto that yellow from where these two are. Oh, he's caught the black, and you can see he really didn't want that. I think last night's wine has affected him terribly. I mean, he is not his normal self at all. He's having a look, though. Can he pull himself together and play how he normally plays instead of Brad on a bad day? Cross double. Lovely shot. Look at the white. Absolutely perfect. This is his chance. I think he's going to nick a draw that he doesn't deserve. Steve has played tremendously, and Joe is going to pinch his pocket for a point, which I'm sure Joe would agree is undeserved. It's 4-all. They shake hands. Steve has been absolutely hard done by here, but he's got the draw and he's got points on the board in Division 1.